Hello people, what is up? Welcome back to our channel. Once again, it's me, your bearded bro, QuickSilver 15, back with another video. And today we'll be reviewing a movie that will make you want to be nice to your food servers, and you should be nice. And of course, this movie is none other than The Menu. So, The Menu has really caught me by surprise. I watched this movie not fully knowing what it's all about. I thought it would be about food, but seeing that in the preview or the thumbnail in Disney Plus, so this movie is showing on Disney Plus. So it says that it is a horror thriller comedy, and overall it combines all three elements of each category very well. So let's go over the gist of this movie. So we have this chef Slowick who has slowly been driven into madness. He is actually one of the best or the top cooks of this universe. So he's like the Gordon Ramsay of their universe, and throughout his long extensive career in cooking, he has slowly been driven mad and started to really despise his customers and made him want to go all Saw-like to them. So yeah, that is basically it. And the characters Anya Taylor-Joy and Nicholas Hoult are trying to in Anya Taylor-Joy's character Margot, or Erin, is trying to survive and get out of her predicament in this isolated restaurant island. The Menu actually pokes fun on a lot of things, like for example the survival horror genre, and of course avant-garde eating, and somewhat the food industry. Not really they're actually on the side of the food servers, but yeah, I think if you're a food server, you'll find the humor surrounding this movie a bit entertaining, which could mean something is wrong or not with you, but I found it entertaining as well, because they do say that if you really are into the food service industry long enough, you start really to hate people. And yeah, that just goes to show why you should be nice to your food servers wherever you may be. So going over the cast of The Menu, of course we have again Anya Taylor-Joy, who is always a delight to see. She is really one of the most outstanding actresses I've seen in a while, ever since she starred on Witch, again one of my favorite horror movies. And of course everyone knows about Queen's Gambit. I think the only quote-unquote bad movie she's been in the past decade or so is probably New Mutants, but can't really put the blame on her because that was such a terrible project to begin with. And hopefully we get a new perspective on her character or the mutants in the future in the MCU, because her character actually there, Magic, is actually also one of my favorite X-Men, and her storyline is actually pretty awesome. So I wish we could see something on that line, and actually I think it kind of fits because there are some horror elements to Magic's storyline. So you'll never know. Maybe someday in the MCU we'll get a horror Magic adventures in limbo or whatnot. So another great cast member of The Menu is of course Ralph Fiennes. I really can't say his name, but he's better known as Lord Voldemort in Harry Potter, or M in the Daniel Craig James Bond universe. Really big pedigree there, and he just nailed the job as this disturbed chef, but also kind of is very passionate of what he's doing. He made that mix really work, and yeah, this is just the dynamic between the two of them is enough for you to watch this movie. And of course another sort of quote-unquote main character is Nicholas Hoult, his character Tyler, which is, don't know, Nicholas Hoult has also starred in the new X-Men series success. So overall the story of The Menu is excellent. It is Chef's Kiss Très Magnifique again balances horror, and it is also kind of a parody of the horror genre and thriller. There is this just huge tension in the beginning of the film until you kind of figure out what is actually happening to them, and it's really great fun. And there are a lot of dark humor around this film where that's actually kind of funny, and I actually kind of get why he's doing that. And yeah, overall it just works. So it is actually quite the excellent combination of ingredients, pun intended, that came up with such a delightfully dark yet funny satirical film, which again is The Menu. So again, a lot of great points to be had: the cast, the acting, the story, of course the motivation, character growth, soundtrack, yeah, it's okay, you know, heightens up the tension of the scenes, really surprising. Also makes fun of like this avant-garde-esque style of eating where, you know, the food is a lot more conceptual and not really the usual way, you know, normal people would expect to eat. And yeah, it just pokes fun at that as well, and the entire food service type industry again, and it's just so good. You gotta see it. And right now, sadly, I believe it is only streaming on Disney Plus. So yeah, that's one sad point about it. Yes, you have to subscribe to Disney Plus to get it. It has been, I believe, like underrated movie. It flew under a lot of people's radars, and it is actually one of the cooler movies, well, in 2023. So yeah, actually it did make a theatrical release past last November, but again, it flew under a lot of people's radars. It definitely flew under mine. It got outshone by movies like Avatar, The Way of the Water, and yeah, I guess only Avatar. It is one of the cooler movies out there. Of course, Avatar is always, you know, a spectacle to watch, but you're looking for just a nice, slightly horror, slightly comedic, very character-driven sort of survival horror, then The Menu is definitely for you. So with that said, we're giving The Menu a good 8.5 to 9 out of 10. I really don't know where to place it, but it is really, really good. It's fun time. I believe you should watch it if you're, you know, it's not that scary. So if you're not really into horror, or if you want to get into horror slash thriller movies, then it's a really good stepping stone. At first you probably won't get it, but again, they kind of parody themselves into saying that you will get it at the very end, which is a really cool way for everything to tie up together. So what do you think? Have you seen The Menu? Tell us down in the comment section what you guys think of this movie. And as always, it's me, your bearded bro, QuickSilver 15, signing off. Peace.